ghetto. How am I? What? Bitches is ghetto. I didn't say nothing. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Zavi J, and today's story time has to deal with again working at the salon, but this time fighting with someone you would call a co-worker. Okay, so let's jump into the story time. I was on my way to work and I was very much early. I was very much there about 15 minutes before my client was supposed to, come because I wanted to eat my breakfast. I had just stopped at Chick-fil-A, got me I remember my order, y'all, and there's a reason why I remember my order, okay? I stopped at Chick-fil-A before going to the salon. Chick-fil-A right here, the salon right here. They're that close together. All I have to do is go around the building and I'm in the front of the salon. So, I'm coming from Chick-fil-A in the next shopping center over, and the way I get to work from the Chick-fil-A is I have to come from behind the building, right? So, I'm coming from behind the building, and the building's plan is, this is the back where my thumbs are, and the front is the parking lot in the front of the building where the door is. So, I'm coming from behind the building. So, the shopping center's over here. I'm coming from behind the building, okay? As I'm coming behind the building, I see this car. I'm not going to even say the car. I'm not going to say, y'all know I don't say no names because it's already a dead situation, but I'm bringing it back up to show y'all for some entertainment. But I am coming from behind the building and all of a sudden I see this car, and the way the parking lot is set up, there's two little pathways to go through, and I chose to go through the closer one. So I go all the way around, go to the closer one, and the other car ends up being behind me. So it's basically like a tight space behind the building because there's dumpsters, parking spaces, working cars, because it's the back of the building, unloading and loading trucks and all that. So you got to be really careful because you shouldn't drive too fast behind the building. Okay, you shouldn't drive because you can't see. It's no reason to go over 10 miles behind the building because there's a lot of sharp turns and blind spots where if you turn too fast, you can hit a parked car or hit the side of the building and ruin your car. It don't matter. It's too dangerous to be driving real fast around the freaking building. Too freaking fast. So, I am going and I end up in front of the car. So when I say I'm looking in my rear view, just driving, say I'm driving, boo boo boo. I'm driving and I'm looking up in my rear view mirror like, dang, this car look like they got somewhere to go. It's tinted out. I cannot see who's in the car, and I don't care to see who's in the car. I just know somebody's driving erratically. Yeah, big vocabulary words, and that's gonna come into play. So remember the word erratically. How you do it? Erratically. Okay. So boo boo boo. I'm driving, see the car, and I'm right here. They trying to go like around me somehow. But when I tell y'all it's a tight space, because if there's two cars coming, somebody gonna have to move over as if it's a one-way street. So it's that tight. That's how tight the street is. So I'm noticing in my rearview mirror that the chick is trying to go around me. And I'm just like, baby, you can't go around me. You drop, like when I say in my trunk, I mean in my trunk.
You can back up a little bit.
In my trunk. And that annoys me as personally as a driver, because you don't know, what if somebody run out in the street? What if a dog or a animal something run on the street and I hit the brakes? Baby, you're gonna hit the back of my car. You're gonna hit the back of my car. That is so annoying. Do not drive close to me or I'm gonna brake check you. And you really go, no I'm not, because that's illegal. But you know what I'm saying. Like, I'm gonna scare you a little bit. No. So I see that she's trying to go around, and we still got another place to go, and there's still parked cars on one side, so it's a one-way situation. So as I'm getting to the front of the building, baby, I just pull over because this chick is just like pressed. When I say pressed, I mean pressed like a panini. Yeah, pressed like a grilled cheese, pressed to get around, pressed. And I'm just like, at this point, it's like 9 o'clock in the morning, y'all. It's like 9 something in the morning, like 9:30, 9:40. It's not. It's in the morning. Like you're doing too much for it to be the morning. Like you're doing a lot. Okay, so I'm pull over, and she could come this way. So we come around the next corner, and I pull over right here, and I see that she's coming approaching, like she hesitant, and then she see me stop, and I stop. I didn't put no hazard on. I just braked in front of some parking spaces. Right? I break in front of some parking spaces, and it's her car. Shoom. And I wanted her to pass. I didn't want her to pass, but I'm thinking she's going to keep going straight. She's going to keep going, because all this right here is parking spaces. So, as she's coming this way and going around me, I think she's going to keep going straight, because there's a million parking spaces. There's nobody in the parking lot. It's a million parking spaces in front of me. I'm going, and I see her. She coming. When I say I started my car, like I took my foot off the brake, and if I pressed the gas, she came in front of me and said, and parked in a spot directly in front of my car, and to the point where I went boom and laid my body on the horn, because first of all, you scared me. You would have sideswiped me, or I would have T-boned you if I had put my foot on the gas, and we would have had a collision in a parking lot. In a parking lot. In a parking lot, y'all. So, to move on, I lay my body on the horn. I'm like, and I start like, come on, like y'all doing too much. And when I say as I'm laying my body on the horn, baby, I pumped my foot on my brake. So I'm like, hoo-hoo. Okay, I'm hoo-hoo. Right? Pump my foot on the brake. So I'm mad, baby. I look down. My Chick-fil-A is on the car floor. My hot behind hash browns is on my car floor. So I done came to work early so I could have me a little setup, so I could eat my breakfast and not be like hungry. And y'all know, the hairstylists that watch this video know. The girls that do hair know. If you know, you know. The girls that get it. And the girls that don't. So, I'm literally sitting there and I'm just over it. Like, lay my body on the floor. I look down, Chick-fil-A is on the ground. Why is my Chick-fil-A on the ground? I would have been cussing her out, like, right then and there if my sandwich was on the ground, y'all. So, she parked right in front of me. So I'm mad. So now I'm driving. Don't drive fast in the parking lot. So I'm whipping my car around, and I park. She's in the first row. This is the door. This is the first row, and then there's the second row. I turn around, go around, and I park in the second row, 3 spaces down from her. And I'm picking my Chick-fil-A up off of my car floor. So I'm really pissed, because them hash browns is good. So I'm picking my stuff up off the floor, and as I'm picking it up, remember she 3 spots down on the first row on this side of me. So this is the driver's seat, boom, passenger seat, boom, I can see her. So I'm picking my Chick-fil-A up the ground, and I just so happen like pick it up, get my purse or something else on my phone, and I'm just cussing. I'm just just like this. I'm just cussing in my car. I have no tints. It is a fishbowl car. I do not care. You are supposed to see me cuss you out. This is how the manufacturer made a car. You're going to see me cuss you out. What? So, I look up and when I say the meanest mug, I look up and I'm picking, look up, and I'm just like, hey, you want to mug me too? You want to? So I'm looking and I go like this. So I continue to get my stuff, gather my stuff, and then I realize who she is, y'all. She is my next door neighbor in the salon suite. When I say next door neighbor, I mean like a door down from my suite. So I'm already over it, but I'm not no scared. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. And she was I don't know how to say this, but she was on the more side, side. Like, if you get it, you get it. But because I'm not trying to like be rude or nothing. I'm not trying to be rude, because we'll get there. So I'm looking, and I'm just like, so I get a car, realize who she is. Like, oh my gosh, now I gotta walk down the hallway with her, because I'm not making, it's a whole bunch of hallways in my building. I could take the lesser of two evils and do a whole nother pass. I'm not doing that, because the way I get to my room is the shortest way to get in my room. I'm not about to go the long way to avoid you, to still have to pass your room in the first place. No. So I could see why this person was speeding the way she was, because she was late for her client, y'all. I'm early. I'm on time. You're late. You can tell. So she mugged me again. She mugged me about, I was in the car for extra 2 minutes, because I was like, let me get myself together, because I'm not about to fight nobody in a parking lot. Hold on. I'm not about to fight nobody in the parking lot. So I am sitting there, and I'm just like, okay. So I walk down the hall with her. Her client actually holds the door for me, the front door. And I say thank you, because the client didn't do nothing to me. The client didn't do anything to me. So, oh, thank you so much. You know, I have manners. So we walking down the whole walk down the hallway, silent. Parking lot, silent. I got all my bags. I didn't have a tote bag that day. For some reason, I had a crossbody. So I had Chick-fil-A, iPad, phone, keys, crossbody, and everything in my hand. And I'm trying to open the door. When I say a door down, I mean a door down. I'm here, she's here. I get to put the key in the door, and all I hear come out this girl's mouth is, bitches is ghetto. Oh my gosh, bitches is ghetto. How am I? What? Bitches is ghetto? I didn't say nothing to you. I didn't say nothing to you. The parking lot, the hallway, and you ain't say nothing to me. Are you? Bitches is ghetto. She said it twice, y'all. I was in my room. She said it twice. Door wide open. Her door wide open. My door wide open. A door down. Bitches is ghetto. I let her say it twice, because I want to make sure I'm not tripping. Because what is ghetto about me? I said nothing to you. I laid my body on the horn because you scared me and you was about to hit me. But ghetto, in this place of business, how I look, girl, ghetto. So y'all, when I say I swung my door open. Bitches is ghetto. You're the one driving erratically. You know, y'all, she didn't even know what the word erratically meant. I put it in a sentence for you. I'm ghetto, but you don't know what that means? In a sentence, in a construction. Y'all, all I gotta say is, we was arguing back and forth. I said, bitch, shut up and cut your client. And then I dated that situation for like an hour. Then I told my client, talk to my client, because I'm like, I'm not about to beef with nobody in my building. I can't just see you and beef with you and just be mad at you all the time. Like, that's not the way I'm built. So you want to cuss me out, call me ghetto, talk about me to your client? Okay, I could do the same thing, but I would not. Like, we in the same building. We got to work together. Like, why would you? I said nothing to you, because it wasn't that deep after that. Now, if we hit cars and stuff, then it would have been that deep. But like, come on now. What's your problem? So I dated that whole situation for about an hour, because I was like, I'm about to go to this girl's room and we about to talk. Because I'm about to be grown. This is my place of business. This is our place of business. And you want to talk to me like that across the hall? I'm glad nobody was there. I'm glad nobody else's client was disturbed. But you want to call me ghetto, but you want to just you want to make an uproar in our hallway? Over you driving erratically and you don't even know what it mean? Where we do that at? No. We're not doing that. So I went, talked to her, did it the whole situation, because I'm mature. I chose peace. Choose peace. Because at the end of the day, losing clients or losing money, it's never worth it. At all. Not for nobody. Not for nothing. I'm not getting kicked out this building because you want to talk crap. And I could have just, and we could have just, don't do me. Don't do me. Okay, I'm back. Camera died. So like I said, don't do me, because I did nothing to you to deserve that. Let me zoom this out. I did nothing to you to deserve that. Being called ghetto, being called a bitch, being called out my name in general, I did nothing to you. You're the one who is late. You're the one who's just driving around like a crazy person, like you don't, like your head is cut off, like you got an emergency. Like you're not even like you didn't even have the audacity to be like, girl, like you were doing too much. You didn't even have the audacity to argue with me outside before we even got into work. Who wants to start their work day out like that? Like, who wants to start their work day out like that? Am I tripping? Like, am I doing something wrong? Like, I would not want to be arguing with a broad at 9 o'clock in the morning. Granted, I could have not said nothing, once I got in my room, I heard her say that, I could have just went, psh, psh. But I'm not going to do that. Not when you calling me a bitch. Not when you calling me ghetto. Nothing about me was ghetto. Not even if my hair was half done. I would have a lash on. I would have a lip. I would be neat. Edges would be done. Like, what? Nothing about me is ghetto. And for you to say that, was really out of pocket. Because if I really was ghetto, I would have, when you mugged me the first time, when we was outside, and I should have approached you, been like, what's the face for? If you wanted to get down like that, we could have got down like that. But for you to call me ghetto, a bitch, because I didn't say nothing to you, like, doesn't make sense. Oh my gosh. Like, doesn't make sense. So, I'm just talking about it again. It's just annoying at some point. I can be ghetto. I can be a bitch when the time calls for it. But if the time, like, I said nothing to you. Y'all, out of all things that I could have said to you, and my Chick-fil-A being on the ground because I had to slam on my brakes because you want to cut in front of me in a parking lot. Out of all things I could have been beefing with you about, mugging me, doing too much, not holding the door, like all the stuff I could have nitpicked at, and you want to do that because I didn't say nothing to you. All I did was honk my horn at you. Are you that sensitive? Because I would have just chucked it up. You wouldn't say nothing to me and never said nothing in the hallway. Then, and I just don't. I'm not about to keep talking about this story. This thing is already long enough. But don't call me out my name when it's not called for. If I'm not really doing, like, don't do me. That's just the moral of this story. Don't do me in my place of business, because I will get put out. I really didn't. I really didn't want to get put out that day, y'all. And God was with me. God was with this ghetto bee. Because I'm tired of saying it. God was with me, okay? Because the amount of things I could have, the amount of things I could have said, it's just like, I'm so glad I held back. I'm so glad. I know better. And I'm young. I felt like, because she was like older and stuff, like, she wasn't like even old. Like, I just knew she was older than me. Like, I'm 22 years old. Like, I didn't even turn 22 yet. I'm just thinking about it, y'all. But anyways, this is time to wrap up the video. If you like this story time, if you want to hear another one, please like, comment, and subscribe. Comment what you thought about this whole story. Comment what you would have done, because I know some of y'all out there is crazy. And tell me how you liked the video. Don't forget to follow me on my social media. And yeah, stay tuned for another story time. Peace. Bye.
I'm not saying that the girls are not doing their thing, but they're not doing it.